Okay, so now we are working with the next section in lesson 5, which is Let's Discuss section. And here we'll show you how to estimate the sums of whole numbers. Okay, so when we are trying to estimate the sums of whole numbers, first we have to basically, okay, can you see these three numbers here? Oh, this is number. Okay, we have this number. This is the second number and this is the third number. What we do is we round it off to a certain place value. Okay, so in the book they rounded off to the nearest to the nearest thousand place, right? So before estimating the sum, what we do is we round it off to the nearest thousand place. So here we have the 84,156, and the nearest thousand place is here. Okay, so the marked digit will be 4, and the digit to the right of 4 is a 1. Okay, in this case, because 1 is smaller than 5, we follow row 2, and then the rounded number. Okay, I'm right. The rounded number will be 84,000. Okay, it's 84,000 because we are following rule 2 and we are not adding any number to this 4. Okay, so 84,000. 1 is replaced with a 0. 5 is replaced also with a 0. And then another 0 for the 6. So it's going to be 84,000 when we round it off to the nearest thousand place. So how about we work with the next number? We have 972. Okay, be careful in this case. We can see that here we have the ones place, tens place, hundreds place, and for the thousands place we don't have any digits. That means we just have like a imaginary. Let's imagine there is a 0 there. Okay, I'll redraw my 0. Let's imagine there is an imaginary 0 which holds no meaning. So we can say that 972 is the 972. Okay, so we are trying to round it off to this place, to the thousandth place. And the digit to the right of the marked digit 0 is 9, and 9 is greater than 5, right? So we follow row 1, and we add 1 to the marked digit, then everything else stays as 0. So the answer will be, okay, right here, 0 plus 1, 1, 9 becomes 0, 7 is also becomes 0, 2 also becomes 0. So we have 1,000. Okay, so 1,000. That's the rounded off number for 972. Okay, so just to make it look better, erase the previous part and I'll just write 1,000. Okay, and actually I think we should make it look even better. So I will write it according to the decimal places to match with the 84,000. So for the 1,000, the 1 should be here in the 1,000 place, and then the 0, 0, 0. So now these two numbers are aligned, right? Now let's work with this last number, which is 7,512, and the 1,000 place for this number is here. Okay, so 7 is the marked digit and 5 is to the right of the marked digit. So 5 is equal or greater than 5. In this case, we have to follow row 1 and we add 1 to the marked digit, and everything else just becomes 0, right? So it will be 7 plus 1, 8. 8,000 is the rounded off number. So I'll write 8,000 here. 8,000. Okay, so after we round off the numbers, we will add. And this is actually much easier than adding these three numbers. Okay, than adding these three numbers. Oops, I don't think you can see that. Yeah. Okay, anyways, so it's much easier than adding these three numbers because you have a lot of zeros here, right? So you just add 0 plus 0 plus 0, 0, 0 plus 0 plus 0, 0, gain 0, and then 4 plus 1, 5, and 5 plus 8 is 13, right? There goes 1, and 1 plus 8, 9. So you have the estimated sum for these three numbers will be 93,000, okay? And when we compare to the actual computed sum, which is the computed sum is actual computed sum, the actual computed sum is 92,640. You can see that this number is very close to the other number, right? So therefore we can see that estimating the sum by rounding off numbers does work, does make everything simpler, more simple. Okay, so let's go to the next example, example 2 for the less discussed section.